Leslie. Sadiqa.
Daniel.
Daniel.
Naisha.
Naisha.
Daniel.
Daniel. Daniel and Daniel. All right. Clemson. Emil.
Trisha.
Trisha. Zuri.
Yeah.
You.
Yoon.
Yoon.
Francesca.
Francesca.
Cristal.
Grisel. Cristal. Kate. Stan.
Sebastian.
Sebastian. I'm Vincent.
Though you can call me Sebi. People.
Sebi. What do you prefer?
Doesn't really matter.
You have no preference?
Most of my drama teachers call me that.
Sebi?
As the fish.
I'm going to take on your drama teacher's role, and I'll call you Sebi, okay? All right, so Sebi, here's what you stand right here with me, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to play an alteration of this game called Zip Zap Zop. Anybody ever heard this? Oh, okay, you heard it? So you want to explain Zip Zap Zop to us? Yeah, that's with the circle version. But can you verbalize it for those who don't know? Anybody else? Can you verbalize it?
Yeah. So basically you have zip, zap, zop, and you point to someone and you say zip, and the person has to say zap to someone else, and then zop, and then.
And it's always in that order. Zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop.
If you mess up.
Right? Yeah, so if you zip someone, their job is to, and if you play the circle game version, you do something a little different. The person that gets zipped, then they have to zap right after, right? Someone else within 1 second. Then that person has to zop someone within 1 second, and then that person has to, the zopper has to get zipped. All the way back around. Now, the way that game works is it's more competitive. It's that you get knocked out of the game if someone zips you and you say zop, because it's out of order. Or if you take too long, if someone zaps you and you're like, zop, right? So we're not going to do that today. We're not going to do any competitive sports. We're going to do a variation. So this is going to be kind of like a zip, zap, zop symphony. So what Sebi's going to do is he's going to be like our maestro, right? Our conductor. And he's going to point at someone, right? And so he points at Clemson. Clemson's going to say? No. You're going to say? Zip, right? And then after you get zipped, you're going to quickly put it to someone else, and you're going to go? No.
Zip, zap, zap.
We're going to try it.
No.
Let's start from the beginning. We're going to go very first off.
Zip. Zap.
Zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. Listen to me. So you get zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop, zip, zap, zop. So when we start, I go?
Zap.
Zap.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start all over again one more time. And?
Zap.
Zap.
Zap. Zap.
Zap.
Zap.
See what's happening? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to start nice and slow, but if you're getting the hang of it, you speed up. And then once someone messes up, and it's your call, you got, then what's going to happen is instead of them losing or being knocked out, you're just going to switch places.
Switch places with them?
Yeah, so if someone messes up, if I point to Emil and it was supposed to be zap, but he said zip, then I go, got you, and then I'm going to go sit, you're going to take that seat. All right? So start nice and easy. Here's the two things on both sides, though. You've got to be clear about who you're pointing to. You can't do none of this like, right? You got to make eye contact, let the person know I'm pointing at you. And you all have to be loud enough that we can hear it. In fact, if it's not loud enough, I even bestow upon you the authority to say, I couldn't hear it, so I'm going to assume you're wrong, we're switching. Okay? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Begin.
Zip.
Zap. Zap.
Oh, I would say that you messed up there, so you get to switch.
Zap.
Can I really throw this out?
If you'd like to, real quick. But she's starting in like 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right, whenever you're ready.
Zap.
Zap.
It's your call. If you think you messed up,
Yeah.
it's your call. Once you're up here, it's your call.
Zap. Zap. Oh.
Okay, it's your call. You're the authority. You know, referees make bad calls all the time. Doesn't matter.
Zap. Zap.
gonna switch these two all day. Okay. Try this side of the room. There, wait.
Zip. Zip.
Up. You outed yourself there. You're like, yeah, I just messed up. All right, we're gonna do one more. This is the last one. Hopefully we get a nice rhythm to it though. You know, it lasts a little while so we can speed up. You ready?
Yeah.
Zip.
Zap.
Zop.
Okay, switch again. We'll keep going because I want at least one kind of like we're going for a minute. Go ahead, whoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zip.
Zap. Zap.
So here's the thing. Who did you actually point at? Okay, so that would mean you're the one that actually aired, so you can switch. All right, this will be the last one, then we're gonna move on. And how is it the old guy has more energy than on there? You know, you're supposed to be like just bursting with energy at your age. Everyone's kind of too much sugar, I'm guessing. Go ahead.
Zip.
Zap. Zap.
Zip.
See?
Oh, no, wrong. Okay, we'll leave it there, but you're gonna come back up anyway. So you can go back to your spot. Then you're gonna come back up with me. So, or actually, no, you're gonna actually sit there now. Yeah, because five, right? Okay. So we're gonna change the game now a little bit. Now, this is where we're headed to. It's a word symphony. So now what's gonna happen is, this is based on another game called Exquisite Corpse, where together we're gonna tell a story. And when it's your turn to add to the story, you only get one word, right? So what's gonna happen is, think about how stories are told and sentences are formed. You're gonna point to someone and they're gonna think of like what might be the first word in a sentence.
Today.
Today, right? And then you point to someone else.
She.
Today she.
Eventually.
Today she eventually had.
Banana.
Okay, so you see, today she eventually had a banana. A little grammatically weird, but that's what's gonna happen. Now, instead of the zip zap zop thing, which is a little more defined in terms of the order, it's at your discretion to, when you're pointing to people for them to add to the story, if someone says something that's completely doesn't make grammatical sense in response to what happened before. For example, if someone says a verb, right? Let's say it was today she ran, and then I point to you and you say jumped, ran, jumped. It's weird. You don't put two verbs in a sentence together. Then you could be like, no, I don't think so, and you can switch. Okay? But really the goal is you all have to be listening to each other. We want to try to form a little story. Right? We'll see how far we get. Now the story can be strange, it can be about anything, but the big thing is trying to stick with the grammar of it. You ready to give it a shot? All right.
I.
Left. Mine. And I.
Burned.
Book.
I think it took too long. You're switching.
We are.
Big.
So here's the thing. If you had to ask if it was you, then either you weren't being clear enough or you weren't paying attention enough. So we're gonna try it again. So you're gonna have to step up your game a little bit, and so are you. You ever know, I've done this, I've shown an example a few times, right? And no one was ever confused at who I was pointing at, right? Because I'm like right at them, I'm like, you're in it, right? You know who I'm looking at. Don't be afraid to like not, eye contact, folks, is important. The problem is we spend too much time looking at screens, right? And so like we all get nervous actually looking into eyeballs. But this is like this is good practice. You think I'm joking, but actually they've done science on this. Like your generation has more discomfort looking at each other than any generation that came before, because you actually spend more time looking at a screen than you do looking at a human. And so now it's awkward for you all, but you got to get past that. This is like, you got to get free. You got to look at a person. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. No one's ever died from looking at someone. I promise. It's never happened. Okay. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We're trying one more time.
Alright.
I don't know.
No, that's three words. Try something. You switch. You switch.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know 3 words. You get 1 word.
Wow. My
Face.
is
Oh.
Somebody wasn't pointed at. All right, we're gonna get the hang of this sooner or later. We know we gotta move on.
Vincent.
Talk.
Oh, Vincent. Sorry. No,
They're going out.
yeah.
All right, this is the last one, and we're gonna move on. So make it count. Okay, well, let's try to get through a sentence, if not a story. Okay?
Hello. I.
Came home from school.
And.
I went to. How many ABIs?
That's all right. I went to school, and we'll leave that as a complete sentence. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you all to just kind of turn around. And we're going to look at the screen for a minute. So you can have a seat up here, or now you can grab a chair if you want.
Do you want lights out